Well then. Oh boy. Please work, controller. Oh, wrong controller. Damn it. Oh yeah, this is controller number 2. Give me a moment. Turn that off. Pick up the right controller. I might be able to play the damn game. Checking save games 1 of 1. No, I don't want to fucking sign in. Oh yeah, I wonder what the downloadable content is for this game. I wonder. Oh yeah, I should actually also buy some upgrades. Boobs. But I should also buy some upgrades. Because I know how much I need. Give me a moment. I have 6,000. I need 8,000. So anything above 8,000, I can get whatever the hell I want. In actual fact, I'll just get some stuff now. Ooh, okay, I do want that. Best for countering to initiate a critical attack. No. Says that Dante's redemption meter, which extends its duration. I will also get that. Because actually, when is the next redemption level? There. So that's 2,500. And then I've got 2 levels to get 8,000. I'll be fine. I'm gonna be slightly annoyed if the boss is immediately after this. Whatever, doesn't matter. Why? Why would you do that? You're an idiot. Oh, never mind. Fuck you, dude. Oh, hey, idiot. How are you? Let's go, you lazy bastard. Oh, fuck off. Fuck you, dude. I have no idea what I'm doing. Which is about right, if I'm going to be honest. Because that's the way that you come in. Then you go here, there, and bloody everywhere. What am I doing after Dante? Doom 3. Alright, fuck you. Right, where is it? Fuck off, Jesus Christ. Every slight bit of movement that this thing does, this thing is just vibrating like hell. Pissing me off. Yep, fuck classic Doom. Fuck Doom 2. Fuck any old Doom. Fuck it. Just gonna play Doom 3 and Doom 2016. I am. The rest of Doom can suck a nod.
Wasted your life. Respect it. Your life's a joke.
Fuck you, dude.
What kind of fight, woman? You think you're a better man than your father?
I think I am too much the same man as my father.
Then turn back, coward!
Beatrice does not deserve this. I will not go back without her.
Then we'll find out who's the better man.
Well, considering you're gonna have to die. So, you know. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, fuck you. Wow.
Suffer like me?
That's horseshit. Can I destroy that?
Out of my sight!
I just wonder if I can destroy it, please. Oh my fucking god. No, not healing holy ability. Nope.
man enough for this? Operate me!
Could you stop using that, please? Because I can't hit you.
My murder was meant for you! I'd be alive, but for you! I'll cut you down! What a disappointment you are! You'll never take me! I should have taken Beatrice for myself!
Well, this boss sucks. Yeah, fuck off.
You'll never take me! Where is that god you fought for?
I'm just gonna constantly place these things down that you potentially can't destroy. Isn't that fun? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I don't know why the developers who made this didn't take a book out of fucking sorry, not Devil May Cry. Oh yeah, even Devil May Cry. But out of fucking God of War's book. Don't have a boss who has a health bar that'll take about 20 minutes to kill. Because it's never fun.
You'll never take me!
Okay. I know that was uneasy, but piss off, that boss was not fun.
Use me as an excuse. Blame
Oh, hello,
me for everything.
T-Nego Librum. How are you?
Full of greed and hate.
EA gonna EA? Well, I mean, this is Visceral Games, so
Responsible.
yes, you are not wrong. EA will EA.
I will not be damned like you.
Ooh, I got a Chaos Emerald. You have found new magic, Sins of the Father. Please enter the magic. Why not tell me what it just does? Sins of the Father. Magic pendant protects Dante and attacks any nearby enemies. Oh, okay. Eye of Allegro. Allegro? I don't know, bloody know. What do you do? Requires health level 3 to equip. Dante is able to absorb a certain amount of damage when attacked. Leveling up this relic increases the damage Dante can absorb. I want that. I really want that. I'm having it. Oh yeah, options, back to medium. So yeah, how are you doing then, Libram? Doing okay? Nice. Hoarder's Purse. Increases the time window for a counter-attack to be executed. Oh, 90%. Feeling like this game is 10 years old. 9 years, but yeah, pretty much 10 years, yeah. Yeah, should stop existing. Okay, in all honesty, Inner Demons, like, yes, EA, not great. They haven't been great for a few years. But in all honesty, without EA, potentially we wouldn't have games like Dead Space, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, even Dante's Inferno. I think, what's the other one? Shadows of the Damned is EA. You know, you wouldn't have these games potentially. You know, so, I mean, just be thankful that as the shortcomings EA has, just be thankful that they have existed and still exist to at least do some good things, you know? And that's the important thing. Dungeon Keeper mobile. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that, didn't I? I mean, in all honesty, Dungeon Keeper on mobile seems kind of right, if that makes sense. Because the kind of game that Dungeon Keeper is, it's not an action-heavy RPG or something like this. And because it is just... I mean, I don't agree with the microtransactions, of course I don't. But the gameplay that Dungeon Keeper offers sort of fits well with the short time, you know, just on it, you're on the bus or something, just sort of... and then, you know, you have a few minutes on it a day. You know. DK. What's DK? Dungeon Keeper. Be an idle game, well, yeah. 24 hours to minus time, come on. Like I say, don't get me wrong, the idea behind Dungeon Keeper, it would fit on a mobile platform, it's just... It's a mobile game. Like, I don't know many people who will play a mobile game and won't notice the microtransactions being shoved in their face, you know. Also, what level is that relic at? Oh, I do want to level that up though. But I don't want to because I want to upgrade my evilness. Oh, it's these guys, yeah, you can piss off. Oh, and it's the spin and win guy. Well, yeah, but again, the problem is it's all... No, that doesn't level up that quickly. Like, the problem is it's still a mobile game, you know. Like, I will never agree with mobile games. I won't. Like, yeah, they're fun, you know. But obviously, if you're on, you know, if you travel on public transport or whatever a lot, then it makes sense to, you know, play some mobile stuff. Yeah, don't like it. Because it is always, it's like, my mum plays like a couple bubble shooter stuff, you know, like, not Candy Crush, but you know, like, I don't know, like, you have the bubbles, you have the other bubbles, you shoot them and stuff, you probably know what I mean. Like, she plays some of them, and, like, don't get me wrong, they're fun, you know, she wants to go on it every now and then just to do a few levels, that's fine. But the thing that I don't agree with is when you play them, like, when you play them, it's very clearly obvious that sometimes, well, no, it's just poorly done, personally, because when sometimes she has, you know, she gets to a level that she can't do, she then asks me to do it. So of course I can think a few steps ahead instead of just going what's ahead of me. I can think what I need to get rid of later. But the problem is when all you can hit, say at the bottom, is say black, blue and green, it will then give you a red, or like a pair of reds, and it's... I can't do anything with that, you know, so you're just wasting moves. And it just makes shit like that harder than it needs to be, because then it almost makes you feel like you need to put money into it just to get more moves. And hey, random. Training doing I got 8 from Feminist for walking models on dog leash. Wow. If the models know what they're doing, man, I don't give a shit. Knock off Muster Move. What? I've never heard of Muster Move. Oh, anger. Is anger really one? Oh, you know, it's just that you put muster move, not buster move. I know what buster move is. Yeah, it's basically bubble bobble to an extent. It's not bubble bobble, because bubble bobble. I love saying bubble bobble. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I think if I ever go to hell, I'm gonna be in this circle of hell, because I'm always pissed. Then again, I'm English, so... So what other games do you play then, Libram? You play your Witch a lot. Switch, okay. What kind of games on Switch? I do have a Switch, I don't really go on it. I don't. I've done the Dragon Quest Builders 2 recently. Oh, nice. I have recently been asked to play that game. But I don't know what to think about it, really. Many P-Cross games. Okay, I'm with you on P-Cross. I'm with you on P-Cross. The only problem is I've got P-Cross games on my 3DS, but I can't access my 3DS account anymore. I can't, because apparently it's still connected to a 3DS I haven't had for like 4 years at this point. 3-4 years I haven't had a 3DS, and I know I signed out from it, so yeah, I'm a little pissed. That means I can't play my bloody DS P-Cross game. It's an overall P-Cross game. Oh yeah, it's from the anime, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. Don't ask me. Well, like I say, seriously, don't ask me. I don't know. I've seen half an episode of Overlord. And I immediately went, oh, it's basically Sword Art Online. Okay. And also in the first episode, the loner loser dude who is the Overlord, Skull dude, immediately can't get, obviously he finds out he can't leave the simulation or whatever. And what's the first thing he does? Tries to get sexual with the AI, and it's like, that's about right. Yeah, that's about right. So online, more like dot hack, am I right? Oh, you die from that. Oh, well, shit. Please don't make me do that fight again. Pretty please. Thank you. Yeah, I've never... If you're talking about dot slash hack GU blah blah, I've never played it or seen it. Oh, use Inner Demons. You was talking about Magic Divine Armor level 2. That'll cost me 6,500, 12,500, and I conveniently have the amount of money. But I don't want to. I'll get that later.
She'll make a lovely bride, your woman.
Hey Virgil, please talk about it.
Souls indignant. How many up there count themselves kings that here shall lie like pigs in the mire, leaving their condemnations far behind?
Fuck you. I'll do what I want. Re-switch. You mean the switch light? Or are you talking about the whole dot RKGU thing? You'll have for Baldur's game Neverwinter Nights game coming to it. Oh really? I've played Baldur's Gate. I immediately didn't like it. Well, it's not that I didn't like it, it's just that the tutorial was terrible. So I felt like this way. So I felt like because the tutorial was terrible, I had no idea if the game was actually going to be any better, so I thought I'm not going to deal with this shit. But yeah, don't get me wrong, like, I really wanted to play it, like... Now, granted, I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I understand, you know, that kind of realism in what it is. But, like I said, I just played the tutorial, and it just throws everything at you. And if you don't perform the task in the tutorial quickly enough, it then skips it. So, I accidentally, and through no choice of my own, skipped the vast majority of the tutorial. And then it throws a scenario at you to complete with all the skills you've learned to beat a section so you know what you're doing. And I felt like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I refunded it straight away, I did. Because I felt like, like I say, if the tutorial wasn't going to teach me anything, what are the chances that the game's going to teach me anything? But then again, I should have actually played, Oh, I can do that. Who are you? I don't care because I'm going to kill you anyway. Boudica. Oh, Boudica. After she was flogged and her children raped, the vengeful queen of the Iceni tribe tried to set fire to the city of Rome with a bloody revolt, and it didn't bloody well work. It didn't. I leveled up. I need 2 more levels. Oh, I will take that though. Oh, that was too obvious. Ooh. Oh, shite. Fuck, I don't know. I've played Dark and Sky. Never heard of it. I'll have a look at it in a moment. Get me out of here. Yeah, I think so. Aren't I on the last one of that? Or am I on the third one of that? Was it 30 pieces of silver? I thought it was 20. I thought Judas traded it for... Oh, I can't copy that. I thought Judas traded it for 20 pieces of silver, not 30. Give me a moment. Wait a minute, is that a Skittle? Really? Why? Why do you have Skittles? Why a Skittle? You're gonna have to explain yourself. Why a Skittle? Wait. Apparently 30 is correct. Really? 30? I thought it was 20. I don't know what made me think 20, but... Give me one moment. I'm gonna have a quick look to see how much Darkened Sky is. Okay, so I can get Darkened Sky for PC for £1, or if I get it for GameCube for 28 quid. Okay. Not going to ask. But I shall add that to my look for list. Where is it? Choose another folder, GameCube games, save. There you go. But yeah, like... See, this is the thing. I would want everyone who's ever played video games ever to come here because I want to ask a question. Because there's one game that I've been looking for years. But I can remember the beginning of the game and how it sort of plays and like the sort of story of it and the scenarios, what happened. But for the life of me, I cannot find that game. I can't. And it's pissy. It's... I'm just really annoyed. I'm frustrated. Because that's why when I was doing this, when I was looking at Darkened Sky, I thought that was the game that I was longing to look for. But it isn't. Sadly. Because otherwise you'd have been my bloody saviour. You would have. Give a description. As far as I remember, obviously if I'm mixing different games together to make one game, then I mean I apologise, but I will only go based off memory. So you sort of start off in like a forest, and I'm fairly certain it has like Final Fantasy-esque combat, you know, the old Final Fantasy-esque combat, but it had like, I'm fairly certain it had a list of what characters attack when in what order. And like I say, you begin in a forest, and I'm fairly certain I remember when you sort of walk forwards, there's a certain section that you transfer into obviously another section of the forest, and you sort of do like an S loop round. Then some stuff happens, and I'm fairly certain after the forest you start to give chase to someone, and then the next thing you know you're in like this sort of sky city. You are, because you start running along like this edge part of this city, and then the person, I believe, jumps off the edge of the city and leaves, and then you're stuck there, and it's sort of, well, now what do we do? And that's all I remember of that game, sadly. I apologise, I can't really give much more of a description, but like that's it, and I swear to God it's on GameCube. Because again, my memory serves correct. When we used to have the GameCube, obviously in my house, it was in the back room, which is where we kept the GameCube at the time. And I very clearly remember me and my dad was playing it at the time. Because obviously I remember looking at it in a specific way, the big fat tube TV, you know, in, you know, the corner and whatever, but
Would you not do the same for your family?
like I say, I'm fairly certain it was GameCube, because I'm also certain we didn't have a PS2 or Xbox at that point.
My children.
We didn't.
Sins.
Was it or was it not cell shaded? I don't think it was, because when I think cell shaded, I think Borderlands. But I'm fairly certain it wasn't cell shaded. What? Wait, no, can't I just jump up here? I can. Yeah, I don't think it was. I mean, if my description makes you think of anything, please just tell me. Because then once I see the gameplay and stuff, I will then remember it. I will. But I don't think it was cel-shaded. Yeah, I don't think it was Tales of Symphonia. If it was Tales of Symphonia, then, I mean, yay me, because I do know of that game's existence. Oh, I thought I could just leave for a minute then. Definitely turn-based RPG. I'm fairly certain it was turn-based. And like I say, I'm fairly certain it also had the list of who attacks when. Oh, you prick. Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain it wasn't Tales of Symphonia. I'm fairly certain. Oh, I died. God damn it, I hate you. You killed me, Libram. Oh, I've got to do it again. This was your fault. But I'm not paying attention to chat for the next, like, 10 minutes. Good for you. This is about saving your wife. Yes. Anyway, Tom, how are you? What's it Final Fantasy X you would have mentioned that if you did? Oh no, I know about Final Fantasy X, but no, it's not that. It's not. Yeah, Grandia 2. I know of Grandia 2. I don't think I've seen anything of it. But yeah, like I say, I know it's definitely not a Final Fantasy game because I've played Final Fantasy and I've seen the Final Fantasy games. So I know it's not them. But like I say, my life will be complete once I bloody well find this game. That all went pear-shaped very quickly. No, don't you bloody do. Yeah, I'll have a look at Grandview 2 in a moment. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Isn't that on, like, Xbox and I think PS2? Because I'm fairly certain I've seen it where I live. But yeah, like I say, I'm fairly certain it begins off in like a forest. I've ever played the Bourne Conspiracy. No, I haven't, but I do want to. I'm aware that it's a game that's better than what people say it is. Get me out of here. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I'm fairly certain it's not. But yeah, like I say, I'm fairly certain if it does have the list of who's attacking when, I'm fairly certain it's on the left-hand side. And then Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, like I say, don't think that's on GameCube. I mean, I don't think so. But again, I can always have a look. I can. It's not amazing, but it's better than what it has a right to be. That's what I said. I said I know it's not amazing, but it's better than what it should be. Holy level 5, Dante's immune to excrement. Wait, excrement attacks such as the glutton's ranged attacks. Barten Kaitos. I do know of Barten Kaitos. I'm not entirely sure if it is that though. It might be. Like I say, as and when I'm done with Dante's Inferno, I can have a quick look through the beginning of all of these games, but I'm fairly certain I've looked through a few of these. Like Barten Kaitos, I know of that game's existence. Filippo Argenti, angry politician who opposed Dante's return to Florence. Their families were bitter rivals, and Argenti stole from Dante's family. Go away.
Burn in eternal hell.
But because you guys are people of the internet, is there a place like on Reddit or something where there's like a subreddit or whatever where you can describe a known game or what you think you can remember like I'm doing, and then people see it and they try their best to try and find it? Because I've done this before with a friend of mine and he's found me the one game that I was looking for back then, which I'm thankful for. Yeah, it's just like this one's evaded me after all these bloody years. It has. Oh, hey, giant hand. How you doing? Oh, I wasn't on a giant hand. Hey man, how you doing? Breathman? Oh, I walked into that.
How did I come to this fate?
I do believe we have a deal.
Why has Dante forsaken me?
Okay, trophy. I'll take it. Babies. That's bullshit. Oh no, you're going over there. This one's a city, is it like a tree city in trees? No, 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 it looks like it's a city in the sky. I'm fairly certain. Or if it's not a skit, yeah, like I say, it's just like if you could see into my mind, like if I could draw what's in my mind, I could then easily show it off, and then someone would be able to go, "Oh, that game." But because I can't draw, I can only describe. You think you might have found it? Oh, I hope to fucking God, because then if you're a dude, I will suck your dick. If you're a chick, I will also suck your dick. Oh, level 4. Nice. Go on now, get a relic slot, because how much do I need? 8,000, I've got way more than enough. Open up MS Paint and draw, no excuses. What, draw with a fucking mouse? I mean, maybe, but I'd need the name of the goddamn game. I would. Maybe? So what's the name of it then? Unless if it's that, but... So I mean that graphics-wise, it looks similar. Because you know it's that kind of old kind of game. God, I'm gonna hate you if this was it. It's probably not. Oh, Wild Arms 4, I know of this. Yeah, I know of Wild Arms 4. I'm fairly certain it's not it. Because like I say, I'm fairly certain you start off... Oh, it's kind of hard. Like, it really is hard to explain, but if I can... Like, if I could do this... Why don't you? That's in the 20 describe. Yeah, like I say, graphics wise, that looks similar. Like graphics wise, but like I say, just like if we just try and take the known details is, I'm fairly certain you're in a forest, or at least there's a forest section at the beginning of the game. Then after that, you then go to think of like say like a perfectly marbled white angel city, that kind of thing. Like think that as your city. Like that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. Yeah, Daniel. No, it's just that I'm trying to remember a game that I bloody well can't remember from years past, and you're not going to bloody well help, because if a game isn't like 2 days old, you're probably not going to remember it. And considering this is a game from potential GameCube era. But like I say though, Libram, I've looked at every known release title for the GameCube, PS2, and even Xbox, and I can't find it. It's either because it doesn't exist and I'm making this shit up, or it's just extremely unknown. I very much doubt that, because I very specifically remember the scenario that I was in. You didn't know the name of. Yeah, like it really fucking sucks. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if the game is terrible, like 0 out of 10 material, I still want it. You know. Oh no, it's definitely not Last Remnant. It is definitely not Last Remnant. I do know of it though, because I've got Last Remnant and I've played it a few times. I've never beaten it, but yeah, I do know of Last Remnant. Definitely meets your white sea requirement. Yeah, I know. But like I said, it definitely isn't Last Remnant. But yeah, like I said, it's just that if I do just go from complete memory of when I was a kid playing video games, the only consoles we owned was, I believe, a Sega Mega Drive, or Sega Genesis if you're American, a Nintendo GameCube, and I believe a SNES. I might be wrong about the SNES thing, but no, Nintendo 64, that was it. It was a Nintendo 64, Sega Mega Drive, and a GameCube. And obviously this was way before we had an Xbox and PS2. So if it's not GameCube, it would be Nintendo 64 or Mega Drive. Mega Drive will not have those games. GameCube would be very rare to have a game like that. But if it would, well, Nintendo 64, sorry, Nintendo 64 would be pretty rare to have a game like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Nintendo 64. You know if it was Nintendo. Yeah, no, you definitely would know if it was Nintendo 64. Yeah, exactly, with all 10 polygons. Yeah, you know it was before. Well, obviously, when did the GameCube come out? Like 2001, 2002? And obviously I was born in 97, so I would have been about 5 when that came out. So if you imagine, say, maybe 2 or 3 years after the GameCube's release, maybe 4 years, but it was fairly early into the life cycle of the GameCube. Okay, Online. I mean, if that's on GameCube, I can always have a look at it, because that's a game that I've never looked at. Ooh, health, I'll take it. Like I said, I'll have a look at that in just a minute. That's PS1. See, now the only thing is, I'm fairly certain we've never had a PS1, but my dad has been insistent over a few years that I have had one once before. So, I mean, it's just that I don't have a recollection of ever owning a PS1. Like, I have a couple PS1 games, which means I would have had a PS1, but I don't remember ever having one. So again, could be PS1, but I'm only ruling that out because I don't remember ever having one. Oh, Phantasy Star Online, not PS1, yeah. PS2. No, I know PS2 was backwards compatible, but like I say, I'm fairly certain I had PS1 games before I had a PS2. Because I owned Hogs of War, and I own 2 games for the PS1. It was Hogs of War. No, it was Hogs of War Medieval, and shit, where is it? Oh, and then Monsters Inc. Scare Island. Those are the 3 games that I've had. Oh god, that I've had on PS1 for years. I have. So unless if obviously it was given to me by a family member when obviously I had a PS2, then that would make sense, but let's run my GameCube memory cards. Yeah, I do, but not with the save files on. Because I know what you're thinking, but I've deleted and removed save games from my GameCube memory so many times. Happy games for like $6. It barely worked like 10 minutes to do the game once. Oh wow. That is not good. I hope there isn't a QT. Oh yeah, Fantasy Star 1, that was the thing. I'd say no, but Forest has a map.
You gave me to Lucifer.
She wagered her soul that you would be faithful. Her faith in you was very touching, so I thought, just the girl for me. I owe this all to you, my friend. Now, let my power flow through your soul. Give in to our union. And together, we will regain paradise.
And pomegranate? Oh, it is a pomegranate, nice.
Don't do it.
I mean, that's not how you eat, but whatever.
The faithful has lost her faith. The incorruptible has become corrupted. The true innocent has given way to the sins of man, like all the rest before. Who now can deny me my rights?
Oh, really? Whoever made this is a sick fuck. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, let's just put tongue kissing in this game. That'll be fine, right? Yeah, it might not be Fantasy Star Online. Like, seriously, why the tongue kissing? Like, dude. If you want to watch that, just watch porn, dude. Seriously. Actually, I'll close that down. Since I was walking forwards. Also, give me a moment before I die. It's getting a little toasty up here. Ooh, that cold breeze. Yeah, I do somewhat apologize for doing this, Libram. But, I mean, I'm thankful that you're trying to help. But, like I say, like, I've looked through every known game for GameCube, PS2 and Xbox. Granted, I never checked PS1, but 0% chance Drake in the ancient game. 0% chance. Turns out to be 100%. I mean, if you're flying as dragons and stuff, then God no. Oh, God no. Like, if there's no ground combat with humans and stuff, then actually... No, I don't want to copy the whole goddamn thing. No, go in there. Please. Where the hell am I, by the way? Am I still down there? Oh my god, I thought this was a bloody cutscene. I mean, in all honesty, this game doesn't actually look that bad, since I'm skipping through it. I mean, I'd probably play that. Philgius. No, I don't. Where's that castle? You don't get to like Dragon until like 3 hours in. Oh, really? So Drake and Ancient Gates is actually a really good game. Well, yeah, I mean, I just looked at it, it didn't seem that bad. Granted, I did skip over it, but, I mean, it didn't look that bad. I'd play it. I would. See, this is the only other thing. Like, when you look through entire lists that are for consoles or whatever, you then find, like, hidden gems that you never have ever heard of before, and then you go, I'll play that, you know? So, at least it's some... I know that if I will never find the game that either I dreamt up or exists, I can at least find other hidden gems, you know? And like that one you've mentioned to me, I will put that on my list later. Providing it's not like £200, of course. Because yeah, the only thing is, like, if I compare it to another game that I know of, it's very similar, which... You know, when you're a kid, your imagination can make you think of many different things. It's the same thing when I played Ninja Gaiden on the DS the other day. I was fairly certain you was in like a small arena, if there was a green background and you had to fight 2 bosses at once. That never happened. But I was adamant that it does happen and it never did. So in this aspect, I could just be thinking of the game that I already know that exists. Yeah, like, where the hell am I going? Oh, I've got to kill these things? I do. But yeah, like, if you looked at Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, if you looked at that, that is everything that I'm describing, but... You know, the chase sequence, the city in the sky, person falling off, cutscene sort of thing. Like, it starts off in a forest, you're running through a forest, and then you go to a city of Rivendell, admittedly. So it has everything that I'm describing, but it's not the same sequences or locations, if that makes sense, like what I'm thinking of. It's like I say, if time travel existed, people would be like, I'd go and kill Hitler. I'd go back to fucking look at that game, I bloody well would. You can play 2 more games together, exactly. Looked it up, Drake and his 1111. Ooh. Where at? What, is this on eBay? Because where do you live, Libram? America or Amazon? Ooh. I've never really bought things on Amazon, I have to admit. America. Okay. Freedom Land. America! Fuck yeah! Gonna shoot you in the face, cause we can. I don't actually know the lyrics to the song. But yes, like I say, if you looked up right now, Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, like I say, if you looked at the beginning of that, that encapsulates everything that I'm describing. You had another one, what is that, 3? Fucking hell. Because I know about El Paso, Texas, I know, I want to say Chicago was the other one. It might not have been Chicago, but I know there was 2. But if you're saying there was a 3rd one, fucking Christ. America, man. I'm gonna BRB because somewhere in Ohio. That was it, Ohio, not Chicago. Just the 2. Oh, just those 2. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about those. Wait, I'm gonna be back in one moment. I have something. Sorry about that. You just have a nice couple. You just shoot each other. I don't know what you mean, but couple. Sorry, I just went downstairs because whilst my dad was out today, I asked him to get a couple games at CEX. So, I got, finally, after all this time of looking for it, Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade for PSP. Fantastic game. Untold Legends Dark Kingdom, because, well, I mean, this is the 3rd and final game of this existence. I swear to God, if this is a fucking American copy, I'm gonna cry. SOE, never mind. And then the one game that I actually really wanted, but couldn't ever find, Call of Duty World at War Final Fronts. It's a unique version of World at War to the PS2. So I can slowly start rolling out my Call of Duty single player stuff. I can. Okay, is this? I swear this is... Yeah. Like so. I've got them. Yeah, no, I'm not having a cup of tea at the minute. I'm still drinking my bloody Pepsi. Yeah, like I said, I'll definitely look into, what is it, Draken. I will. Why does this game do this a lot? Why does it make you do a thing and then it goes, whoops, you can't do thing anymore. Kill people. You see my nose, guys are arcade. I've heard of it. And no, it's not that, no. Yeah, I'll have a look at that in just a minute. It's God.
Here you will find the heretics and followers of every cult and pagan sect, all buried together, burning in eternal fire.
Skies of Arcade. But that's the other thing though, Lieben. You know, if there are any games that, you know, you want to recommend me, you know, please do. You know. And I was like, I'll look into them. Obviously, no promises of buying them immediately anyway. But like that Draken game, because it's like £10 on Amazon. I mean, it looked interesting. I could buy it and play it. I could. So that's what that guy's from, Vice. I was wondering what game he was from, because I've played another game that he's been in. And I was wondering to myself, who the fuck is this guy? Yeah, no, that isn't it. But again, I mean, I'd play Skies of Arcadia. I would. As far as games that are impossible to find. Really. Okay, no. Sergeant Racing, I got it. Battle buddies, I never heard of it. You think that has Vice? Yeah, like I say, the guy with the eye patch. Oh, Sonic and All Stars Racing, you mean that game? Yeah. That's the game that has him in it, and obviously when you play it's like, who is this guy? Skies of Arcadia. That's who. Oh, you prick. Also, the quicker I can get to level 5, the better, because then I can upgrade that weapon that does like no damage. Also, I'm just going to run through this, because I don't want to be in here when this inevitably goes off. Because actually, Liebman, obviously because we're sort of talking about RPGs, have you ever played White Knight Chronicles for the PS3? No, okay. Yeah, it's just that, you know, I've got them, I just need to play them. And then I also need to get White Knight Chronicles Origins for the PSP. Which reminds me, I should really get a PSP again. Because my other one broke and I've still got the money for getting another one. Because I've not done anything with it yet. Of course he can't, he won't want to anyway. Not what I wanted to do, but whatever. Also, did he have the R2 button over his head? God damn it. Because yeah, also, I don't know if you've looked at it, but like I say, if you're on Twitch desktop anyway, there's a link to a Google Doc of all the games I own. If you haven't looked at that, obviously that lists everything that I've got. So obviously, again, if there's anything that interests you. I'm really glad I came back this way. Oh, and also, if you want, I have a Discord. If you want to hop into that, just do ! Discord in chat, and then a link should pop up for you. If you want already, because at this point I'm losing track of who's joining and stuff.
I saw a mighty one come down and take forth from here a group of ancient shades. Our first parent, his son Abel, Noah, Abraham, and many others. The deep, foul valley trembled on all sides.
You can take a nap soon.
I
Look it all.
thought the universe felt.
And anyway, you take naps, dude. What are you, like 53? Yes. Okay. Emperor Frederick II, King of the Romans with a never-ending thirst for war. His soul dwells in the circle of heresy as punishment for his constant war with the Pope and Church. So it's more sleepy. Oh, okay. So what do you do then? If you don't mind me asking. Bills. Oh, I see. You're a gangster, see? I can't do the shitty New York and gangster accent. You work for a company. Oh, okay. You send bills. When you mean bills, do you mean money or do you mean like legal bills? You know what they call in the UK, but if you earn a certain amount of money for a good or service. Oh yeah, bills. It's just that for me when an American says bills, I just jump to money. I don't think of that. Bubbler either. Nope. I mean, unless if a bubbler in America is someone who wraps things in bubble wrap, then that's fine by me. It's an amazing job. Because I'd be like I say, that would just be the best job in the world. Sometimes the first thing you go to a bubbler, press the button, a stream of water comes out the hole, and you can lean your head down and drink. Oh, a fountain? You mean a water fountain? Fucking bubbler. I wish I was still at school, because then I could have just walk up to the water fountain and say, does anyone want to drink from the bubbler? Or does anyone want me to fill up your water bottles whilst I'm going to the bubbler? It's extremely regional. Yeah, I can imagine. It's the same thing in England. Like, you know, like bread rolls? There are many different names for it depending on where you go in England. There is. And some places you might say... Like, obviously, if you said you wanted a roll, obviously everyone knows what they are, but, like, say if you wanted, say, like a butty or even a batty, it's in very rare situations, and then you got a bun, cob, all these sort of things, you can go to these places and be, like, next door to one another, and then you say one thing and all of a sudden it's, you want to what? And then you say roll and they go, oh, you mean this? And it's, yeah, I want that. In the new Pokemon game, you can interact with some Neds. What the hell is a Ned? A ne'er-do-well. Because anything about the new Pokemon game, if you're talking about Sword and Shield, it'll be great for people like me because the game pretty much takes place in good old Blighty. Uneducated, delinquent. Oh. Yeah, like, because it will pretty much take place in Blighty, like, I can just sit here and go, oh, bloody hell, me Pikachu got away. You fatting asshole. I don't know why I just did that one. No one says fatting. It's always fucking. It's a Scottish thing. Oh, okay. I mean, obviously, I know delinquent and non-educated, but... But then he got a ferret in the boot of me motor. See, I can do it. I don't need to put the accent on, but I think it just adds the extra Englishness to it. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get Pokemon Sword and Shield. It depends if anything's coming out, really. Oh, hey, Horizon. You can only imagine in a world of Pokemon what crazy Cockney rhymes there would be. When you got dog and bone, apple and pears, brown bread.
My son's words are all I have.
Cavalcante de Cavalcanti. Okay. Merchant back with Florence, who was denounced as a heretic for his atheist beliefs. He was out with the other heretics among the fiery tombs. Goodbye. But yeah, they're like the only Cockney rhyming slang that I'm aware of. But pretty much, oh my god. But pretty much Cockney rhyming slang is say any two pair of words that then rhymes into the word you actually want to say, which basically makes talking harder. What is this game? This is a game where you have to save your wife from Satan's massive wang. Get a butcher's at his guy. Obviously, I'm not from, I think, East London, I believe Cockney is. I think it's East London. There's no massive wang. Oh, get a butcher's, you mean have a look at this guy. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I do know of that. I don't know why butchers is look though. Butcher's hook, look. Yeah, but like I say, it doesn't make sense. Can you say that you have an average penis? Well, I mean, compared to Satan's, yes. But yeah, that's the thing though, Lieben, with fucking cocky rhyming slang. You get words put together and then, like, it rhymes into something, but unless you know it, you're never gonna know. How long is this game? Well, I'm almost done with it, probably, so... Back in the old days, Satan was just a job title. Well, considering he's now called Lucifer. Wisdom of Saint Lucia, your time has come to an end. Go back to where you came from. What? God damn it, do I have to go all the way back? Yeah, this game's probably about 7 to 8 hours, maybe. Oh, I'm actually gonna get that. Because that's the thing. Why can't I jump down? That's bullshit. Fuck's sake, can you do... Oh, I can't hit him until I kill her. That was slightly annoying. May as well save. And then I will look up a list of missions. Damn, now I just really want to play Draken. I am on Descent into Heresy, I believe. So I am on the last half of the game. I am. Yeah, I'm on the last half. Does this game have a good storyline? I mean, it's good for the type of game it is. It's nothing amazing or spectacular by any standpoint, but it's alright. Is it illegal to download games online without buying them? No, of course not. Of course it bloody isn't. Chance from Crush Strike on any attack is increased, damage increased by 50%, and enemies are knocked down when Crush Strike is landed. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, I forgot I can have a third thing equipped, can't I? Fourth, sorry. How much money do I have? 16,000. Oh, Betrayed with a Kiss. Some games are actually free. Well, maybe. A lot of games aren't. And even then, like, a lot of free games are not fun. Farinata, Tuscan, I don't think. Level 5, done. Enemies release mana when destroyed by Dante's scythe. Yet over here, enemies release health when destroyed by Dante's cross. That's fucking horseshit. That is, you get mana when you kill them naturally, and you don't if you don't use the Sodding Cross. That's bullshit. Also, what's my relic at? Almost level 2. Oh yeah, that's max. That's good. That's very good. But I want to get that to max. Secret Trials really niche interests. Yes, I'm with you on that. Remember, my message download things like again. Correct for easy installation. Well, obviously I don't do it because I would sooner. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter if you do. I really don't give a shit if people do it or not. It's just that my personal view on it is if you do it, that's fine by me. If you try and tell me that a game is terrible, I don't give a shit. Because obviously if you don't spend, like for example, even though I paid for it, but it's like Dark Shadow where he paid like he pre-ordered Alien Colonial Marines and got the season pass and everything. Turned out that game was a massive pile of shite. So by the time I got to it, the game was like £1. It was. And obviously in that instance, because he had looked for it, paid the most amount of money you could for it, it then turns out it's not good. So him saying the game was terrible and everything else about it is more valid than me saying, the game's not that bad, yet I paid £1. You know. But obviously in the terms of doing stuff for free, then... If you can't afford to buy a piece of game that you want, would you go online and download RSS of the game? Nope. Because if I can't afford it, I don't buy it. Simple as. You know. Burn a computer. Am I sing for streaming? First of all, I will never do that. Ever. Oh, what brand of computer am I using for streaming? Doesn't matter about the brand, it's all about the components. And my components are hashed crap that I've had on my last computer. I'm basically using my old PC to stream from main PC stuff. Never had a B-sod, nope. Frederick's Ring. When Dante is low on health, there's a chance to execute Divine Intervention, which both stuns enemies and heals Dante. Ooh. Oh my god. I can't believe I survived that. So what are your niche interests then, Libram? The harrowing.
My son, within this remaining cavern, there are 3 more circles, one below another, each full of accursed spirits.
Okay, thanks. Door Fortress, what? Okay, yep, I'm going into violence now, so I've done heresy. Oh, Dwarf Fortress, I know Dwarf Fortress. Shoot of Nessus. Nessus. All of Dante's light scythe attacks can no longer be evaded by enemies. What's this game about? You going after your wife because you're an unfaithful twat. She was a moron, now Satan has her to use. He's going to use her to be able to get his powers back, I believe. Oh, Attila. Scourge of the... I mean, first of all, it looks nothing like Attila, but... The feared emperor of the Huns, who is forever trapped among those who desire to be drenched in the blood of men. I will absolve you. I shouldn't have done that. I needed to upgrade the other thing, god damn it. Is this game accurate? No, of course it isn't. It's a fucking fantasy game. Technically based on the Divine Comedy. Goodbye, Attila.
Your suffering ends.
And yes, I did just absolve Attila the Hun. He didn't do anything wrong except everything he did. Is this game available for PS3? No. Because the trophies that I'm getting, it's not for PS3, 360 only. You might just see a PS3 save menu. Because sarcasm, that's why. No, I'm playing on PS3. Oh no, I need to do this now, don't I? No? Because it's normally 3 times you do this, not 4. No. The Phlegathon. Oh, River of Boiling Blood, lovely. How long would it take what for me to set up exactly? If you mean the PS3, I plugged in one thing. Not that old.
This ring torments those who murder and plunder, and every soul who wrongfully smites another.
My computer and my consoles, not one. As long as you have a capture card, everything gets plugged in there. That's it, really. Oh. Oh no, it upgrades it anyway, never mind. Oh, God damn it. Fuck you, game. I've ever played Dead Space. Yep, I've already beaten them all. The only one I haven't played is Dead Space Ignition. Or Dead Space Extraction for the Wii. The other two I haven't played, but Dead Space Ignition is the... And then Extraction. I won't mind playing it because it's an on-rail shooter. Oh, I'm working for a minute then. See, now that if I could trap them both over on that side. Oh, cock and balls. Okay, if I can trap both of these guys on this side, then finding them shouldn't be that hard. Just that this guy's refusing at the moment. Could you get over here and try and hit me or something? Well, this isn't annoying. Like, dude, hit me. I'm Batman right now, just hit me. No! Oh god, this fucking sucks. Jump between both platforms whilst two flying twats fucking keep dodging you and blocking every goddamn attack. Sounds like fun. No, it's not fun. Give me one arena with which to dodge fire, that's fine by me. But not two arenas where you can have flying guys take about 10 years to attack you. And also, the chain in the middle being too short to fly to the right hand side sometimes. I don't give a shit about absolving them, I just want to kill them. Oh, hell. I mean, technically, but it's not mine. No, climb. That wasn't my fault. That was not my fault. I pressed up and then X. I forgot that if you press X, it can drop you. So I pressed X ever so slightly before I pressed up. Thus it killed me. I hear the sound of agony and pain in this game because you go through the 7 circles of hell. I'm in hell right now, so it kind of makes sense that people are in pain and anger and misery. Fuck you, game. Why? Oh, by heaven. Oh no, you don't go to heaven. Just all about hell. That's why you play as Dante. That's why, like I said earlier, this game takes place... Oh, god damn it. Why do I have no health? This game is based loosely off of the Divine Comedy. Well, yeah, because like I say, you're in hell. In what version of hell do you understand that won't have people screaming for their lives? Kind of in hell.
So far, I've been ready for everything.
Yes, he's still in there. He's the guy with the massive wang.
One may lay violent hands upon oneself. And therefore in this place, those who deprived themselves of their lives repent in vain.
Have I watched Supernatural? Nope. Yes, I did know there was a PSP version of this game. You're asking this guy. I know quite a few things about video games and history and stuff. And I will probably never play the PSP version. As much as I could buy it and play it, I really don't think there would be a point, obviously, to playing it. What's the bar on the bottom there for? Oh, that's like adrenaline. Basically, you can just do constant attacks without being knocked on your ass. I keep forgetting that I have it, but it's not overly useful unless you're fighting a boss. Pietro della Vigna, Chancellor to Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II. He failed to defend the honor of his master. Imprisoned and ruined, he took his own life. I shall absolve him because I want to be a good boy. Because I don't actually know if there is a good and bad ending to this game. I don't. So, if there is, I'm going to go and attempt the good ending. If it is just based on karma. This game similar to God of War? Yes. Stupidly similar to God of War, but I would probably argue it's not as good as God of War.
My old friend. So persistent.
What would Doom 3 look like? A pile of arse compared to this. Are you cunt bag? Why does that do that? That's annoying. Because the details all look a little washed out and flat. I've just gone around in a goddamn circle. Yeah, I have. I've just gone around in a goddamn circle. Cock and balls. Oh no, because I needed to do that, so I can go that way. I'm an idiot. I hate myself sometimes. Last week, right? Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Why do you break me? In pity.
When a soul quits a body from which it has uprooted itself, Minos judges it to the seventh circle. There, it sprouts, shoots up like a sapling. No body, only the pain. For it is unjust that any soul possess that of which it has robbed itself.
But you don't belong here, Mother. You died of the fever. Her heart just gave out from the fever. She was too fragile.
I despised your father's cruelty. But I was too weak to defy him. And so I took my own life. And you learned his ways.
Forgive me.
The fault is mine. I had not the courage to protect you. Can you forgive me?
I should have. Mother, why did I lose everything?
Some men change, son. Others become the man they once were. The man they wish to be.
Beatrice was all I had. Why did I betray her?
It is too late for us, son. There is still time for her. Absolve me. My soul belongs to you. You must save Beatrice. She is innocent.
Wow, so he killed his father, then again he's a massive wanker, and then save his mother. Lovely. Your founding magic, suicide fruit. Oh my god. Suicide fruit. Dante slams the rotten fruit of a suicide tree into the ground, stunning nearby enemies. Oh, not bad.
violence may be done against the deity by denying him in the heart.
Okay, thanks for that. The Abominable Sands. Okay, that's some deadly sins. I don't know them. I know greed, lust. That's the only two that I know. It is lust, gluttony, greed, lust, gluttony, greed, anger, heresy, violence. Then there's limbo. I don't know why that's a seventh, but then you've also got fraud and treachery before Lucifer, so yeah, no idea. Aren't I 5 off from getting all of them? I am 5 off from getting all of them. I might actually be able to get all of those in this playthrough, although I probably will believe that I might be 1 or 2 off, but if I'm not, then they're probably more than enough in this game. Brunetto Latini, philosopher and scholar of Florence, an early mentor to young Dante. He suffers in the sense of hell for the sin of sodomy. Ooh. Fuck. It's a lot of souls. Do I still have this on easy? I think I do. I do still have this on easy, goddammit. Guido Guerra, wise warrior and leader of the Guelphs, who enveloped himself in sodomy and the blood of men. I'm only absolving you because I want potential good boy ending. There isn't a movie that this game's based off. There is an anime though, or a cartoon. That will be done. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. I don't need them either.
these souls. What souls? That is why we fight. They are not us. Fight with me, Crusaders. Spill the blood of heathens. There is no shame. The souls are already lost.
Oh, hey, Viking. Someone random whispered you. Really? Well, whilst I'm at it. May as bloody well. Anyway, how are you, Rat King? How do you do?
Seriously, who whispered you? Because it wasn't me. I mean, I'm doing it now. You know.
No, you don't. Good. New rings and ties put on. Oh, nice. Memory of Acre. Dante can no longer be interrupted while executing cross attacks. I could not give a fuck. These things so much. That one, for fuck's sake. Fuck off, bloody. You can all suck my nuts. Fucking dickens. What do you mean you can't breathe? Who gives a shit? It's not like you can re-die. Can't get 2 deaths for the price of 1.
The Phlegethon, the 3rd river in hell.
Oh, thanks.
Francesco, my brother. You did this to me. Wait, listen. You don't deserve to be my sister's slave, let alone her lord. Now pay for what you have done. Francesco, no! You're nothing to me now.
You ever played Dark Cities yet? Have I played what with the who now? I've never heard of Dark Cities. Darksiders. Oh, yeah, I've beaten all the Darksiders games already. I do want to play them again, I just don't know when. Oh, Francesco's forgiveness. Dante's protection from all enemy damage. Ooh, I'd really like that. I'm gonna have that equipped.
Our deeds were done in the name of God. Why is he forsaken us? In the name of God? Murder is only in the name of the murderer. Redeem yourself, brother. Use my soul wisely. Beatrice. Sister.
But yeah, like I say, if I do play the Darksiders series again, I probably won't do it until I get Darksiders for PC. Darksiders 3 for PC. Just because I know how semi-terrible the bloody PS4 and Xbox One version is. Because I've already played it, and the console port is... gluttony. In all honesty, gluttony is almost like greed in a way. But gluttony, think food. Yeah, like gluttony is almost like greed. Greed is what you want to take. I think gluttony is you can't have enough. $20,000, that's a lot of money. What is greed? Again, you want to take and take and take. Everything you want will be yours and you just take it without... Oh, fraud. I'm on the third to last section. Yeah, like greed. Like you can't. Like you want all the money. Gluttony, like I say, gluttony and greed almost go hand in hand with one another. Greed is you want to take what you want when you want it, sort of, and then gluttony is you can't have enough of it. You know, like for an example, you could have $1 billion, which is a lot of greed, but what about 2 billion? And that's when gluttony turns into that's. So you have greed and gluttony. Like I say, they pretty much go hand in hand with one another. Oh, hello, wife.
My love, I have come back for you as I promised.
I do not wish to see you suffer, but you leave me little choice.
I am not what you think I am.
There cannot be a rival. Lucifer forbids it.
You don't have to obey him. Come back to me.
Behold the 10 circles of fraud and deceit. Those who have broken the very bond of love and trust. In this place shall they be forever punished. Manakoda, show our guest his eternal resting place.
Funny, because I'm not going to rest here. He's on. I'm on fire. Thank you, Cassidian. God damn it, I couldn't even fucking mute myself quick enough. I leveled up. Which means I can now have that enemies release health when destroyed by Dante's cross, which is exceptionally pointless. Yeah, I want to get this to level 7. For no particular reason, but... I guess I'll save again. The Malibulk. So what have you been up to then, Raccoon? Since I normally ask that, but yet again I failed to do so.
I'm not a lowly concubine. I'm a hetera.
Thias the Harlot. A once beauty, now stricken and broke, she relished watching men kill one another over the chance to sleep with her. She suffers here for the crimes of flattery. Ooh. Oh, 46. Nice.
I will be trustworthy, Lord.
Dry spirit.
Investigation. Stuff, done. Now can you mother them down to work? Nice. Wow, nice JPEG of spiders?
Allow the sight of these ill-born souls to strike you. Below, the panderers and seducers.
Infinite magic. Kill all enemies using infinite mana. Complete in under 75 seconds. Oh my god.
Come, show us what you're made of.
And then luckily for me, I have upgraded this. Oh, I did it. Okay. Do I really have to do 10 floors of this crap? God damn it.
These souls below, stewed in human filth, suffer for the crime of flattery.
Get a 100 hit combo. Complete in under 30 seconds.
Because a priest steps on, that's your perspective.
Oh, I didn't get the bonus. Okay, never mind. From last time. That's a pretty big bonus. But how would you even do that bonus on Zealot? Well, the hardest difficulty. I assume you can't. You're gonna kill me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it will. Kill 5 enemies while they are airborne, complete in under 1 minute.
Perhaps it's your soul that's in danger, Dante, not mine.
No, I don't want to do him. Bastard. That wasn't even a kill. I wonder if there's a trophy to get all the bonuses. Because again, you just put this game on easy and you do them. Won't be that hard. Tiresias, the blind prophet of Thebes, or Thebes, judged to the eighth circle of fraud, he changed himself all from a man to a woman, indulging in the pleasures of both. You can't actually do that. It's not how that works. A man can't turn into a woman and then go, ooh, this is what it's like to be a woman. Because a man can't have a vagina. It's far too complex. I'm only buying all this stuff just to make sure. Again, I don't know. I should really just look this up. I assume there's only one ending, but doesn't hurt to go down the route of perfecting something. Plus, I mean, if I do ever play this and attempt to get all trophies, which I won't, but if I did, then I can at least have Good Boy out of the way. Stay in the air for 8 seconds. Kill 2 enemies while completing challenge in the air.
Did you think I'd come back to you after what you've done? Dark secrets, corrupted deals.
I don't know how you'd even begin to do that. Actually, no. Oh, hey, Daniel. How you doing? If it actually wants me to complete this mission, I can't do it. Or at least I don't know how to do it. I mean, that would work. No, that wouldn't work. That would have been helpful. That would have also been helpful. I may have screwed myself over for this. Or not. I'm glad I had enough souls to buy that. So otherwise I'd have been a little bit screwed. Well, that's number 4 done, I believe. Only 6 more to go. God, I hate this so much. Hey, well done for getting to pretty much the end of the game. Let's push this back like 10,000 more fucking hours. And do 10 forced challenge rooms, because we couldn't be asked to actually put them in our game. Like, I don't mind challenge rooms, but forced challenge rooms? No. Destroy enemies and protect the human. Keep all innocents alive. All innocents? Fuck off.
Why did you really come after me? What are you saving?
No, fuck, I knew that was going to happen. Oh well, no bonus for me.
You've forgotten what truth looks like.
Die. No. I have no idea how you'd even be able to do that. And save both of them. Doesn't matter. I don't need the bonuses. I don't. Not when I'm this close to the end of the game anyway. But it's still annoying. You have to do 10 bloody challenge rooms. And this is all before bloody Lucifer as well. I believe I'm still in... If I'm in Treachery, then I don't mind too much.
You're right at home with the hypocrites, Dante, in this sixth ditch.
Nope, this is all fraud. And yep, there are 10 Malak balls that I have to go through, then it's Treachery. And how long is bloody Treachery? Oh, Treachery is 1 page. God damn it. 10 fucking challenge missions. You've got to be shitting me. Then you have stupid shit like this. Oh, let's grapple. Now grapple. Just let me fucking grapple, god damn it. Oh, it's adding needless steps to the end of a goddamn game. It is.
You're right at home with the hypocrites, Dante, in this sixth ditch.
Yay me. Kill enemies without using mana. No, that's not that hard. Let's go back to a time where it was simply just beating up big girls. Like what?
Is that all your... Is that why you show regret for your sins?
Oh yeah, right. Do all this in a minute. My arsehole. Yeah, fucking right. Oh, and I can't actually use magic anyway. Well, this is not annoying. Oh, hey, how you doing? Challenge cancelled. Escape. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, and I've only just realised what you meant, Black Blazer. You mean the, tentacle penis having women way back at the beginning of the game when you fight Lost. Just goes to show how much I remember of this game.
You stole everything from me.
Well, that's number 6 done. At least we're over halfway, I suppose. It's no consolation, but fucking hell.
Eternally
Oh,
bound
you're doing so
snakes
well,
that
game. Now we've come to this.
suffer
Yep.
below.
The game was doing so well up until now. Then it just turns into whatever you want to call this pile of shit. Losing health. Kill all enemies before health depletes. Complete in under 1 minute. How's about you go for this? Actually, I can do this.
What did you promise that girl?
If the game wants to beat me into submission by doing these shitty challenge missions, I'm putting it on easy.
You've only perpetuated this cycle.
Next time. I'm gonna beat this game into submission if it thinks it can do it to me. What? Oh, it goes down to a certain point and then it... Well, I will admit, at least it gives you a save point after every single one of them. 3 more to go.
Stay here and find company with the false advisors.
No block. Kill enemies while unable to block. I don't block. The joke's on you, game.
You'll never be more than a liar.
Easy for the win. No. We're nearly out of this mess. We're on the penultimate challenge. God, never again.
The worst of the frauds.
Sowers of Discord.
Those who seed evil and
That's what I
discord
should call my
amongst those they
Discord
should
channel.
trust.
What do you want me to do, game? Single combo. Kill enemies without resetting the hit counter. Excuse me. Fuck you, game! Oh! You... Oh. Well, cock. I mean, it's still bullshit that you have to do it, but...
You're a sad, false shell of a
Thank Christ. Last one. I want a person. Mira, daughter of the king of Assyria, who lies in the Inferno with her only insanity left. Only. Yeah, with her, yeah. She disguised herself to seduce her own father. Ooh. Cheeky. Incest, but cheeky. Boy 6.
Amen.
final one, then we go into treachery, and then we fight the massive Wang having Satan himself.
The final ditch. Below are the fakes, society's plague, who suffer for eternity in disease.
Kill all enemies. Oh. 5 minutes. I'm on easy, that shouldn't be that hard.
Did you think your strength alone would be enough to impress me? I'll see to it that your enemies grow strong.
Oh, please don't, thank you. Oh, it's the dick having goals again. Again, I will take finding these things over a shitty challenge system any day of the week. Oh, he's super dead. No more. No, wrong, I mean... No, go after the bloody... I can't hit those guys yet. Oh, he fell off, never mind. Please hit the guy that's directly in front of you, Dante. If you don't mind. No, guy in front of you, thank you. Oh no, yeah, we got him. Fucking moron. Oh, another one, lovely. Please be the end. Never mind. I hear anything. We're back from another E. What's an E? Sweet. Oh. Boom. There we go. Give me more money, souls, whatever. 6, 12, 18. There's no way I'm doing this now. You had 5 minutes sleep paralysis? Really? Well then. Welcome back to the land of the living, and I'm gonna hate myself because I'm gonna drink this and I'm gonna regret it. Yep, that's very cold. Whatever, I'll drink it.
Beatrice, stop this. I have faced all my sins, and I am ready to take you home.
All your sins. I think not. Look into the ninth circle of hell. Look into the dark, cold realm of the traitors.
God in heaven. Who is responsible for this?
Take care of my sister. I am responsible. Hang him. Prepare to march tonight. When the noble Saladin learns of this atrocity,
He will bring forth the forces of hell.
Beatrice, I will protect you.
You condemned my brother to death for your crime! What is your answer for this treachery?
No. I give up on this journey. My place is here in hell. Yours is in paradise. I am truly sorry for what I have done. May you one day forgive me.
My cross.
You just enough out to me. Your body don't wanna. Oh, really? That really sucks.
You've done well, Dante. And though you may not understand it now, you have saved much more than this innocent soul. For your role in the ongoing battle is more important than you can possibly imagine.
I don't understand.
Your redemption is near.
Wait. I have to take care of her. I have come this far.
Trust me, you will see her again.
If bloody angels can come down here and do whatever the hell they want, why didn't they just come down and save her soul? Because clearly she didn't deserve any of it.
Spur yourself onward, Dante. The final circle is near.
Who am I absolving now? Fra Alberigo, whatever, traitor to family and country, he sits in the lowest circle of hell. He murdered his own son for the sake of revenge. I will absolve him. God's gonna hate me, by the way. Because he's if I ever meet him, obviously in this game, if this game actually existed in real life, but if this guy ever met him, God would be like, yo, do you fucking mind? You sent so many traitorous guys up here, we had to send them back bloody down again. Do you mind? We kind of don't have room for Attila the Hun, you know? Next thing you know, you're going to absolve Hitler, aren't you? You did, didn't you? And then Hitler just turns up around the corner. Hello! I can't do a German accent, but yeah, you get my point. This is the last place. You should have included Hitler in the game. Well, I mean, you kind of can't. Because this game doesn't exist around that time. Because obviously this is the bloody Crusades, so Hitler has some 1,000 years, pretty much, before he turns up here. No, no! Why, game? Why do you have to suck right at the end of... Fucking Christ, I hate it when games do this. Like, developers always manage to make like a good 2 levels, then after that they derange into this fucking shit. Oh, can you combo these guys who won't die immediately and also dodge this guy who will blow you off but you're in the middle of an attack so you can't grab onto the edge? Great video game. It's just annoying, pointless, stupid shit is all. If I die to this, I'm gonna be pissed. Never mind. I hate this game. Why is it every time? Seriously, developers. I know this game's like fucking 10 years old at this point, but seriously, developers, when you make a game, please finish it. Don't just go, yeah. Because I really fail to understand how sometimes developers do not play their own games and they don't think, yeah, you know what? Because there's a slight chance that the player might try and either absolve or take the soul of these guys. It does happen on occasion that the player will fall off the edge of the map, and it does seem a little unfair. At no point will the developer ever play this and then go, yeah, that's a little annoying. Bloody annoying. Oh, okay.
For betraying the love and trust that nature makes. At the center of the universe, in the seat of the devil himself, every traitor is consumed eternally.
Oh my god, this is gonna fucking suck. Just run, you absolute moron. Like, why would you like, if I genuinely saw this, right, my chances of dying here is pretty fucking high, right? So I would say fuck it and I would leg it. I wouldn't bloody tiptoe. I'd leg it. but if you squint really hard, you can see a sort of outline of where you're supposed to go. Is it scripted moment? But how is this scripted? You're walking along ice. How is this scripted? A scripted section would be in God of War where you have a QTE. That's a scripted section. This is just walking along ice. Count Ugolino, whatever, Italian nobleman and naval commander, aligning himself with Guelphs and Ghibellines alike. He switched alliances often until his ultimate imprisonment and death by starvation. I shall absolve you, my son. Even though at this point in the game I cannot get my good boy status to max level. I can't. How much money do I have? 3,000. I need, what, 6,000? Yeah, it's 6,000 per one, isn't it? Yep. Well, yeah, so I have a lot of good... Okay, and the demons, you will probably know, because I may as well bloody ask. Is there actually, like, a good, bad, neutral ending in this? I assume there isn't. Frame rate. But yeah, I assume there isn't, but if there is... Tell me how to. Also, isn't this... Yeah, this is the final boss. Nope, yeah, I thought not. It's just that I didn't know and I didn't look it up, so I didn't want to take the chance, so I did my good boy thing. Just in case. Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Isn't this the final boss? Or... Yeah, no, this is the final boss, isn't it? Yeah, because there's a bloody pentagram on the goddamn floor. Or at least it's the second to last boss, one of the two. Oh, yeah, no.
Waited eternity for this emancipation.
Damn it.
You are the best, Dante. Many have tried and many have failed me. Brave Ulysses, the great Alexander, Attila, Lancelot. Only you possessed a soul black enough to free me.
Oh yeah, here it is, his massive wang. There it is. I don't know why he has one, but he has one.
Did you really think
And also, you'd never guess what his weakness is.
She was the bait.
Because if I had something that massive, and if someone was fighting me, you would really want to go for it, you know?
Warrior. Come, fulfill your destiny. You cannot imagine what it means to be free of that prison. Now, truly suffer. How dare you? Insolent creature! Foul human! Cursed monk!
Does he still have his... He does still have his penis.
Damn you! Insolent creature! Feel the pain I have felt! You dare assault me! You have done far worse than I! I stood for my fellow angels, for reason and justice, and then he made you in his image. You, the flawed creation, and I was to bow down to you. My gratitude for breaking the chains of Judecca. You don't! Behold your ruin, and witness my escape into the kingdom of purgatory and paradise! I will... Truly suffer! Remember the war in heaven! Remember the rebellion! We shall all witness the end of the universe!
Oh, fuck you, game.
I'll make the earth tremble!
There we go. Fucking hell. Well, that's Dante's Inferno. I win.
Wait! There's just one last...
Okay, I will admit, the CG cutscenes look pretty damn good. As long as there isn't a CG penis, I'm fine.
You're dead, Dante. You can't go anywhere. Not a single soul may leave this place. It is forbidden by him.
Didn't I uninstall Doom? Yeah, but then I reinstalled it.
I will reclaim my rightful place in paradise. My path will be paved with the sins of man, and yours, Dante, shall be the bedrock of my return. And all that is good shall be gone from the universe forever!
Not yet. I have collected many souls on this pilgrimage. Souls that I have freed from this inferno. And together, they now possess the power to free me. Father, mother, brothers, absolve me!
This power, Dante, we can use it together. You and I, friend. Just think what we could achieve.
I would rather not.
Dante, I can reunite you with Beatrice. Together, we will rule the three kingdoms of the afterlife.
It's not going to happen.
Well, get fuck Lucifer, I suppose. Oh yeah, we get to see his hairy ass. Nice. Why is it he has a penis? Why is it every time dudes have like giant hands and women's hands are like one finger fucking thick? Fucking hell, video games. Jesus Christ. We're Adam and Eve. I mean, that would actually be pretty funny. Sexism. No, because she's got breasts and he's got a penis, so it's not sexist.
I did not die. And I did not live.
Snake. To be continued? Never, because this game doesn't have a sequel. See, this is... okay. Developers, never, ever put to be continued, because usually your games never sell. Oh, we're not doing costume for Dante, Crusader Dante. You were not the making of Baby. What? I mean, yeah, I may as well save, but... what? Because there is no sequel, and there never will be a sequel to this game. What the hell is making of Baby? Yeah, to never be continued. Well, anyway, so I guess that's Dante's Inferno. Good game. Little annoying towards the end. And when I mean towards the end, I mean right at the end. It's really annoying, giving you a 10 challenge mission thing. But, yeah, I can sort of excuse it because it is at the end of the game. But, yeah. YouTube, I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.